Alright, this one's pretty funny. Halloween costumes, when you work in an adult store, can be fun. But ironically, perhaps, they can't be revealing. Not that that's my style anyway, but still. Anyway, my partner is a mechanic, so one day I decided that appropriately themed mechanic would be my costume. I wore her uniform with the name on the shirt altered, and had her kiss my face and neck with very black lipstick so I looked grease smeared in a appropriate way. I also had a couple of large rubber eggplants that were shaped like a bolt and screw that I had tucked into my belt. It was actually one of my better costumes, and it went over really well at work. But after work, I had to go to the DMV to renew my registration. It was super busy there, and I was distracted for various reasons, so I was still in my full costume with the bolt and the screw and my employee tag. My number is called, and I start up to the counter, glancing at my paperwork, and I realize with a sinking heart that I grabbed the wrong insurance card. It was the old expired one. I decided to continue to the counter in the hope that I could figure it out without having to go back through the line. Ugh. I get up to the clerk, hand her my paperwork, and she notes my employee tag and asks if I work at the naughty store. I say yes, and she blushes, starts giggling, and then starts working on my paperwork. She also comments on my costume. I point out the lipstick grease marks, and she's giggling and blushing even more. She goes to pick up my insurance card, and I ask, "Do you want to see the best part?" She nods, and I pull the screw and bolt eggplants off of my belt and slap them down on the counter between us. Aren't these cool? She turns deep purple, fumbles with her computer, and goes to get my new registration. That insurance card never got more than a glance, and I was out of there faster than I've ever gotten through a DMV trip. I would have felt guilty about the whole thing, but my insurance was okay. I just had an old card that I was for some reason keeping with the new one. And hey, I didn't have to go through the line again. Check out my bio for more info or find me on other platforms under Consensual Tea.